So we'll jump into Salesforce. This is kind of my demo account. You can see I've got records, I've got my account. So we'll jump into my accounts and I'll look at the things that I have on my accounts list. So first of all, you'll see that we have these kind of best connectors jumping out that'll tell us if we are well positioned or not well positioned. In our case, let's just take we'll take Accenture. So inside of Accenture, it's going to do a real-time call out to 6DOS and say, who do we know? So we'll say Sam Paul. So Sam Paul's in the leadership team. They're looking to open a new office up in Addison. We're going to see who knows him by clicking on the connectors button. So this will tell us everyone that knows Sam Paul at Accenture with their relationship score. So Tony Erickson is our best connector. And if we click send email, this is kind of the primary function of the platform, it crafts an email to Tony saying, hey, I want an introduction to Sam. This part is really critical. So we say, I see you're connected. And then being professionals, what we want to do is say, hey, I'm going to outline my opportunity, my timeline, my ask, and any other relevant information. And then I can send that email through Salesforce. This is a live system, and I don't want to send an email to Tony, but this crafts the email inside of Salesforce. It can be tracked through Salesforce, and we can see who is creating introductions and who isn't. So beyond that, if you kind of look at your account views, I can see who my best connectors within the accounts are. And if you want to see the fundamental platform behind this, so this is all feeding out from the 6DOS platform. If we jump into 6DOS, everything kind of comes from Teams. So this is the kind of multi-tenancy or federated piece where I, Ethan, do currently work at Five9, the corporation, but that does not define me. I went to Texas A&M. I have other affinity groups. So I have a Bucks group from Texas A&M that has 4 members. I'm also part of Elliot Curlin, who's one of our funders. He has a 35-member team with 65,000 people in it. Our foundational team has 250,000 contacts in it. So all of these show up in my search. So on the base platform itself, and I should probably stop here and just say, how do you get the data in? So under the build your score, there's simple instructions and videos that walk you through getting all your data in. But I do want to show a couple important points here. So let's do this. We'll look for CFOs that we know. And if we look here, so Steve's name has come up a couple of times on calls. He's a member of several boards. Now, if you look, I can't see how Elliot Curlin knows him. I can see that Elliot is 100% connected, and I can request an introduction, which will pop that same email that we saw. And I can see that I've got Steve's LinkedIn here. So Steve's the member of 2 or 3 companies we're targeting. And if you look down here, he's on the board of 3 companies, and 2 of these are targets of ours. So he is someone we want to meet. But knowing that Elliot knows him is, critically valuable. For me, Josh is a buddy of mine. So Josh, I see that I have him in Gmail and iCloud and LinkedIn and my Office 365 account. I can also see all his work history, his old emails, his phone numbers, and who else knows him. What's interesting is none of this data ever gets sent to Salesforce. All we're sending is the first name, last name, title, and relationship score. And that's what we see over here when we get into these companies, right? So we get into Accenture and we look at like Bob Gaffori. All we're going to be able to see is who knows him. In this case, it's Michael and I. But when you think about doing this across a large organization, or in my case, in the software sales, we deal with lots of partners. Like one of our partner organization has 800 sales reps. The sociology data behind this about how small our world is and how quickly I can get to Bob Gaffori if I know who knows him is shocking. It's simply amazing. So that's the main function of the tool. I can obviously jump on a call and go through kind of a broader demo of the team if you'd like, but hopefully that gives you an overview and we can get a pilot going. I think that'd be fantastic. Thank you.